So before we start, I'm going to need you to upload or print out the PDF Strong Nutrition Solutions. This is in your client folder. It's also in my book Impact if you have that. It's going to be a lot easier if you're able to refer to this document while we go through each step. Okay. You're also going to need a pad of paper and a pen to jot notes down, particularly for step 1. There are 4 questions I need you to ask yourself. Okay, so go ahead and get the PDF in front of you and get yourself a pad of paper and a pen. Before we start, I need to talk to you about a few seconds here about change. Anytime we want to implement change into our life and achieve a certain result, so in this case, nutrition, and you might be doing this for a better body composition, more energy, or what have you. The answer is as individual as you are. Anytime we need to implement change, this is going to require our habits to shift, our behaviors to shift, our thought process to shift. And this is what I want to talk to you about. We need to keep an open mind, be willing to try new things, and also be willing to let go of things that no longer serve us. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick example. Many times in my career, I've heard people approach me for nutrition advice, and then in the same breath, they tell me that they can't give up chocolate, give up their wine, stop eating carbs, and they give me this big long list of reasons and things that, this criteria, so to speak, about what they need. So they asked for one thing, but their mental attitude did not even shift, and they're not willing to shift 1 degree. If this is you, I'm going to tell you right now that this is not going to work. You need to keep an open mind, you need to be willing to try new things, and you also need to be willing to let go of things, behaviors, that no longer serve you. Having said that, my Strong Nutrition Solutions is not BS. It is designed specifically for the individual. And you're going to see exactly how beneficial that is in later steps. So long and short of it, if there are certain foods that you absolutely can't live without, I'm not one of these coaches that are going to tell you to give it up. Of course not. That'd be setting yourself up for failure. But keep those things in mind. Open mind. Be willing to try new things. Be willing to potentially let go of things that no longer serve you. Okay. Starting with question 1. On your pad of paper, write down, what do I truly want from my body? There are a couple hints on the PDF. Answer number 1, energy, vitality, a better outlook, mental clarity, strength, stamina. These are all great things. When you adhere to the nutrition solutions in here, that's what's going to happen in our body. That's what you're choosing for yourself. When you do the opposite, you are subconsciously choosing mental fog, inflammation, excess body fat, lack of energy, lack of motivation, lack of health, preventable diseases. This is pretty serious stuff. Adhering to the strong nutrition strategies and the solutions in this video series is going to give you the first option. Pause the video, take a few minutes, and write down your answer. What do you truly want from your body? Question number 2. Do my current meals consist of primarily whole foods? Whole foods being real foods, whole eggs, meats, vegetables, fruits, nuts and seeds, things to this nature. Beans, right? If they do, fantastic. That's a great first step. It's a great habit. If it doesn't, we need to slowly start incorporating whole foods into the equation. Now, if you don't know what whole foods are, you could Google it. It would come up very quickly. Or you can refer to the Strong Nutrition document in your client folder, and there's a list of the proteins, carbs, and fats, and all the whole food sources that come along with that. Okay. This is a great first step. Now, if you don't have that information, feel free to stop the video and take a week, take 7 days to log everything that goes into your mouth, fluids and foods. And then at the end of the week, you will have specifically be able to refer to that personal data and answer the question, do my meals consist of whole foods or not? Okay. This is critical information that you need. Okay. Question number 3. This revolves around known food allergies or sensitivities. Do I experience any digestive unrest during my meals or after my meals? Many people self-sabotage. They know a certain food gives them gas, but they go ahead and do it anyway. They choose that temporary pleasure part of the brain, that temporary stimulation, the pleasure sense, instead of real self-love and staying away from something that's going to do them harm. Okay, remember that first step. You got to be willing to potentially let go, at least for now, of the things that no longer serve you. So, do you have known food allergies, food sensitivities? Wheat, dairy, highly acidic fruits, and meats are some of the most common. If you do, write them down. And we need to slowly start removing those, as hard as it may be. You have to remove them from the equation. It is no longer going to serve you, and it's in your best interest to do so. The final question is, do I enjoy the taste of my meals? You must enjoy the taste of your meals as long as those meals aren't loaded with sugar, loaded with high fatty condiments, trans fats, things to that nature, and loaded with excessive carbohydrates. Okay. We need to enjoy the taste of our meals, but the meals have to be healthy choices, and I'm going to assist with that in later steps. So answer all those questions on your pad of paper, keep them in an area that you can access easily, and refer back to them as we go through the video series.